Hey everyone, I'm going to react to Blue Lock episode 11, the final piece. Last episode, Nagi awoke after seeing Ryu's sort of like in distress. He's like, now he's giving it his all basically. And then what's his name? The guy that was betraying Team Z. I'm not forgetting his name. Kuon. Gosh. Kuon basically fell on his sword to give the team a chance. And now the ball is in Isagi's court. So he's the one that has the ball at the end there. So I don't know how it's gonna end, but yeah. Before we get into this episode, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/feelame. And now let's start this episode. And here we go. When I sat down to record, my computer started acting up, telling me something about my USB port doing something. I started recording at first, but then the thing froze. The recording froze. So I'm like, I don't know how it's gonna turn out. Now I have my phone down here recording me just in case it happens again. So if at some point this stopped, like the actual camera that I actually use to do my recording, if it actually stops, and then I have to replace it with this one right here, my phone, then my discussion is going to be weird because my eyes will be like in the camera over here while my phone is like down here recording. So I hope that it doesn't happen, but you know, assurance or insurance, either way. Let's get into it, and here we go.
Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
Yeah man, it's like, now you have the ball. Uh-huh.
俺とこの3人ゴールの匂いはこの3ラインボールは死んでも渡すか行けバチラお前の自由なドリブルで敵陣を切り裂け見えてるぜお前の足でぶち抜けチェギリ お前はいつもいいところにいやがる
With his eyes.
あのまま何もしないで勝つことより大事なものが目の前にある気がしたからだ。
Like what?
あの時お前が信じたサッカーは今
Aww. I was asking myself when is it gonna come in. Who's gonna get it? Oh, Raichi! Okay. Feel what I'm feeling. Aww. What do I feel like Nagi is gonna show up or something? Because you haven't seen him do anything. Will you? Will you? What did I say? Are you sure? Okay. I don't know about that.
黙れ。こっちだ潔。俺に出せ。嫌だ。俺は
Boy.
俺のゴールで勝ちたい。そうだ潔。思い出せ。お前のゴールを。そうか。そうだったのか。
The conditions in which that he scored the first time around.
スピードもパワーもテクニックもない俺がブルーロックにいられるのは俺のゴールの最後のピースは
Oh, was that the title of the episode? Final piece or something?
ダイレクトシュートだ。
Did he go in?
これが俺のゴールの方程式。
I don't get the formula, but I'm excited. I didn't get the formula.
陽一の覚醒の瞬間だ。
Good for you. Yeah, good for you for awakening. But if I told you that I understood what he was talking about, I would be lying. I love the bond between Bachira and Isagi. Like, I really do. The way they can feel each other. While this is playing, let me make sure that okay, he's still recording. Oh, that was the shot. We haven't seen those people yet. The ones in the red.
まだ時間ある。ナギ、お前あと2点取ればまだ。
Aww.
ねえレオ、本気で戦って負けるってこんな気持ちなんだね。
He's never felt that before. Because he's never given it his all before.
何やってんだ。お前も来いよ。
That's why I love him. Yeah. Exactly. Forgive him. It's okay. Aww. Raichi. Oh my gosh. He almost feeling all warm and fuzzy inside. Uh-huh. Niko? Varo? I didn't even read the subtitles. I was just looking at the pictures of, Varo, Niko, and I think it was one of those two brothers.
お前も食ってんじゃねえか。誰か飲み物食堂から取ってきて。はーい。行こうぜバチラ。最後のパスサンキューなバチラ。お前がいなきゃ無理だった。
何言ってんの？すごかったのは俺じゃない。
俺自分の武器とか才能に初めてちゃんと気づけた気がする。前にトラップすると先読みで得たアドバンテージがゼロになるって気づいたんだ。
Oh, the ball just came to him and he just like, right?
ダイレクトシュートでゴールを決めてきたってこと。
いい顔するね。エゴいエゴい。
エゴい。
これからもワクワクさせてよ。エゴイスト、潔陽一。
お前もな。
チョープ。
Oh, these people lost.
俺の夢が。
勝ち上がりおめでとうございます。お久しぶりです。
ニコ。
僕も生き残りました。ゴールで負けて僕は目が覚めた。自分を抑えてパスを出すのはやめて自分でゴールを狙うスタイルに変えました。次は負けない。
Oh, we saw his eyes. Oh, no. I'm so stupid. We just saw.
誰かの夢を終わらせて誰かが戦うエネルギーになってる。もっと勝ちたい。お待たせ。飲み物持ってきたよ。
あれ？
Aww. They're conked out. Makes sense.
その夜俺たちはこの勝利を噛みしめて眠った。
Is it omedeto? Is that how they say in Japanese? Congratulations. Ah.
フィジカル強化トレーニングをこなしてもらう。なお、この期間中は一切ボールを使用してはならない。最底辺の5号棟で勝ち上がったぐらいで生きってんじゃねえよ。俺がいいって言うまでだ。上位の棟の奴らは一次セレクション免除で最新トレーニングを行っている。それが終わるまで待ってろ。自分らが底辺だと自覚しろ。
大丈夫か潔くん。
Aww. How many days of physical conditioning are they gonna go through? I'm assuming 10 days.
やっとだ。
各島地下中央エリアへ集合してください。繰り返します。
遅せんだよクソ野郎が。同感だ。いい生活してやがる上の奴らの地位も奪い取ってやる。
シャオラナムさん。
They've had it easy. Are you sure they've had it easy?
でも全然ビビってない。むしろ試したい。
What do I feel like Ego's gonna like mess things up? Like, what do I think is gonna happen? It's not gonna happen. I don't know. Like the rules are gonna change or something.
はあっちゃチーメックス。なんだこれ。
いやいや、才能の原石どもよ。
Are they changing teams or something? Changing members?
1、2、3、4号棟から来た人間はいない。つうか、ブルーロックには5号棟しか存在しない。
Huh?
マジかよ、ふざけんな。騙してたのか。
ああ、そうだ。
お前のおもちゃじゃねえ。
バカ。その発言がぬるいって言ってんだよ。いいか。例えばノエルのは
Oh, Isagi's hero or whatever.
犯罪と貧困の中で彼にとって自分の運命を変える術はボール一つ。比喩でも何でもなくサッカーだけだった。サッカーで負けても生きていけるぬるい日本で過ごしてきたお前らには到底たどり着くことのできないゴールへの上。自分より上の人間をぶっ壊したいと思って俺が勝つと信じてここへ来たんだろう。これよりブルーロック二次セレクションを始める。ここからは最新鋭のトレーニングフィールドで己の1を100に変える戦いだ。そして二次セレクションを突破した者は俺が選抜した世界トッププレイヤーとの強化合宿に参加してもらう。
Now I wonder, is that true?
チームメイトに恵まれてたまたま生き残ってるやつは覚悟しろ。二次セレクションはグズから脱落する本物のエゴイストしか残らない。
そう伺ってる。
Yubi.
今度は低軌道のスピンカーブ。
Ooh. Ooh.
開けろ。準備運動は終わりだ。
イトシ、リン。新世代ワールドベストイレブンの。いや。
Oh, okay. Are they related?
やべえのは俺らだって同じだろ。
確かに俺のあの顔面ブロックはやばかった。
いや、俺のシュートの方がや
Oh
ばい。
my god.
俺が中盤で守ってやったからだっつうの。
俺の守備もやばかったし、俺もレッドカードで止めた。それは違うだろ。俺のボールはやばかった。
Oh my gosh.
世界一になるのは俺だ。ありがとなみんな。ここまで来れたのはお前らだからだ。
Why are they acting like this is gonna be the end of the episode or like the season or something? Is it gonna be the end of the episode? The season? Oh.
ブルーロックで俺はもっと強くなる。
だけど次はじゃんけんで決める？
はいはい、次俺が行く。
は俺だ。
Oh my gosh.
で何か変わるわけじゃないだろう。
なあ、こういうところのエゴさも評価されるかもしれないのにロックオフだ。
勝った。
Oh.
じゃあ1番で。
じゃ
Oh Oh my gosh, it never goes the way Raichi wants it to go. Oh my gosh, this episode, I'm not gonna be able to remember like everything that happened, like in the like the way the match went. All I know is I'll say all I know. Um, well, Isagi had the ball, right? But then he's not the only one going after this particular goal, right? They showed the other three like Bachira, Chigiri, and Kunigami, right? And so he's thinking all four of us are gonna be able to, well, with these four of us, and then my eyes, my bird's eye view or whatever of the field, and all of that, I can see a path for us to score and everything, and all the moves that they were making. Like if this person has the ball and is running toward it and trying to score something, and then they all get blocked or something, so he will have to pass the ball back to Isagi, and they're doing all of these things, and people are showing up. I'm like, I'm not seeing Nagi anywhere. So when Isagi had the ball and he's like, okay, he found the perfect spot for him to score the goal, right? Because I think Chigiri and Kunigami were sort of like off to the side or something. There was space on the left, and he could see the path to a goal. And he's like, "That's where I need to be to score this perfect goal." And at one point, before he got the ball, he's basically telling Bashira like telepathically to send him the ball, and I'm like I said, I love these two, like sort of the friendship, the bond, the way they're able to understand each other and all of that. So it's like, so Isagi had the ball, and I'm not saying Nagi. I feel like, okay, Nagi has to show up somewhere, to stop him. And yeah, he actually was there. And Isagi is like, okay, I'm only gonna have like 1 second to basically sort of like control the ball. And he's like, okay, I can't, with the way the situation is now, I cannot see like a way for us to win. Basically, the future that I see, it ends in failure for us and whatnot. And then his head started the puzzle started disassembling and whatnot. And then he's basically sort of like remembered the way, his first goal, how it all happened and all of that. And like I said, when he actually scored, I'm like, I don't get I don't get what happened. I didn't get it. But after he scored, and then him and Bachira were gonna go get the drinks, and then that's when he started explaining exactly what happened, and I'm like, oh, okay. So the thing is, he's now great at sort of like individual skills, at controlling the ball, dribbling, those things. He's not good at it, that great at it, like some of the others are at those things. So he's like, if I try to control the ball, I'm gonna lose it. Like, I cannot. So the only way it's gonna happen for me is to take a direct shot. Like the ball comes in, and then you just shoot. You don't try to dribble, you don't try to control it or whatever. Just shoot. And that's exactly what he did. And then he scored the goal. So I'm glad that he sort of like explained what happened. Because like I said, I didn't get his thought process or how he came to realize, to actually figure out the equation to him making a goal, to him scoring. Like I didn't get it. So after the match ended, they gave sort of the results of the first selection, right? And Team V was first. That's when I was like, I'm like, even if Team V lost this match, they will still advance, and that's exactly what happened. They were still the first team to like at the top. They were the first. Team Z was the second, and then the top scorers from the other 3 teams were Baro, of course, Niko, and then I think one of the something brothers, like one of them. I don't know which one. I don't know if it's the one that doesn't talk or if it's the one that talks. I don't know. But I think it was one of those two that also um advanced, right? And then as they were having gathering the drinks and whatnot, Niko actually showed up and was like, it was because of him that he's now here. Because after he's lost his match against him, um, you before he'll just be passing the ball to other players and get them to score and whatnot. But now he's actually taking the shots himself. So that's what made it so that he became the top scorer on his team. And even though his team lost, he advanced, you know. Um so after that, I don't quite remember what, because they were thinking that they were gonna go straight into the second selection, right? And then it was like no, because there were these other teams, supposedly there were these other teams that were like way ahead of them, and so they were doing something, I don't know. So in the meantime, they were gonna be doing some physical conditioning or something or other like that. So they're thinking, okay, they're going through all of this physical stuff, and they're thinking we're gonna crush these upper teams and whatnot. And then the second selection show comes up. They go there, and then it's like Team X, Team Z. They're like, okay, what is going on? Turns out, when he said that there was like 5 different buildings or whatnot, there wasn't. There's no building 1 through 4. It was just the one building, and it was just them and the other teams there or whatever. So there was no, actually there wasn't any top teams that they were gonna be facing or whatnot. And were like super upset about it. And Ego is like, all those top scorers that you guys admire, they went through hardships. So the drive that they had to win at all costs and score and all of that, the Japanese or whatever, they don't have that. So he had to create a situation where they had to give the maximum effort. Aww. Maximum effort.
Maximum effort.
They had to give the maximum effort in order to, he had to create that hunger inside of them, and that's where that lie came about. But then he's like, okay, this particular second selection is not gonna be a team thing, it's gonna be an individual thing, and you have to go through different phases, I believe. In that if you actually make it through the second selection, then he has picked his top scorers from all over the world, and they were gonna be training under those with those people. And like I said before, I'm like, is he actually telling the truth? Because he lied to them about there being 5 buildings and all of that. So maybe this is also another kind of motivation for them, because if you want to be able to train with these amazing, scorers and whatnot, then you're gonna give it even more, right? I don't know. I guess we'll see if he's actually telling the truth. For that. Whatever. There was this one player where they were there, and then they're like, okay, who's gonna go first? People were like not really gung-ho about doing it. And then there was this one player, Itoshi Rin. The guy like kicked the ball one way and then kicked the other one the other way, and then sort of like cancel each other out in the air somewhere over there. And then he's like, okay, I'm warming up, so I'm gonna go. And when they mentioned his name, they were all like, wait, from the world's greatest generation or whatever, where that dude is part of Itoshi Sai. He's part of something 11 Heroes or whatever. I don't know. And they were like, no, it's not. They were like, I think when they said Itoshi Rin, they're thinking, okay, it's that person. But then they're like, no, it's not really that person. But I'm like, they're both called Itoshi or whatever. So maybe they're related. I don't know. But clearly the guy has an amazing control of the ball. Like the way he did sort of like 2 different kicks. I don't know the technical terms for those kicks. But like it was amazing. You can tell that he's good. So he just went in there, and then the others or the Isagi just wanted to go. I don't know, but he also went, and now the others are sort of like doing rock paper scissors to determine who's gonna go next. And I believe after Isagi was gonna be Bashira, right? No. I guess we'll see what the second selection entails, in the next episode. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/feelmini. If you want to see the next episode early, the link is gonna be in the pinned comments, so just click on it and check it out. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Ring-a-ling-a-ling, 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 ring-a-ling-a-ling.